26th.
26th,
Next Wednesday.
May I please, Lordship? Lordship, I pray for listing of a repetition for motion, Lordship, tomorrow.
What is the urgency?
Urgency, Lordship, her salary was stopped in 2021, Lordship, on the ground that her date of birth is not similar with her date of birth in the Lordship HSLC certificate. So I mean, immediately we filed an Lordship petition, and the petition stay order was granted, Lordship, and directed to pay her the salary, and liberty was granted if the Lordship was
25th, Tuesday. Yes.
May it please, Lordship. My lord, I am praying for posting of an urgent writ petition which was filed yesterday for my lord for tomorrow, my lord. My lord,
What is the urgency?
urgency, my lord. This is pertaining to a recruitment process. On 13th of my lord, 4 April 2023, they have notified the date for conducting the written test from 24th of April. That is from Monday, my lord. And Monday, your lordship knows our court is closed, my lord. So I'm just praying, my lord, we have some interim prayer, my lord, to protect our interest, my lord, tomorrow, my lord. I'm deeply obliged.
There are two other petitions, Lordship, or admission regarding long payment of salary. It may be taken up next week. Lordship.
28.
Obliged.
Lordship, did you mention item 1? Lordship, due to some emergencies, Mr. We have to go out of station.
After 2 weeks.
Yes, Lordship.
May please, Lord. With the consent of other side, my lord, I take to listen item number 3, my lord. Maybe taken up, my lord, after you, my lord.
2 weeks. Yes, Mr. Nair.
Lordship,
please come.
My lord,
Lordship, in that matter,
I'm not thinking.
Lordship, in that matter, it's a stay vacating matter, Lordship. That's why I'm playing for a date here, Lordship, because there is an interim is there, Lordship. I'm for the private respondent.
3rd May. 3rd May.
Lordship, maybe little or maybe day after, Lordship.
Give us a date.
Maybe on Lordship done in 8th or 9th May, Lordship. 9th May is a hearing day, Lordship.
9th May. We are already having 10 cases. Chalega.
We'll take
9th May.
we'll take time,
9th.
Lordship.
my lord, interim may be.
No
Problem.
May it please, your lordship. Lordship, with the consent of the other side, I'd like to mention item number 7 of today's daily list.
My lord, it's that pharmacy college case. My lord had fixed it today so that the matter can be thrashed out. But Mr. Buddha has some problem and he informed me. If your lordship can have it next week, any date, my lord. 25th, if not otherwise inconvenient. Because the new sessions are starting. So, my lord, if something.
Okay, let us try it on 25th.
Lordship, much of.
Much obliged, lordship.
May I please, your lordship.
Lordship, WPC number 7010/22, Lordship. Lordship, it was last listed on 25th of 11, 2022. Order was dictated by the Honorable Court, but he had not reflected.
Okay. 28. 28.
28. Obliged, Lordship.
May I please, Lordship? But I pray for listing of a fresh writ petition, Lordship, for motion tomorrow, Lordship.
What is the urgency?
Urgency is that advertisement for the recruitment to direct post of professor was assistant professor was issued, but no, not assistant professor, associate professor. Sorry, associate professor to the direct recruitment post was advertisement was issued, but the petitioner herein is an assistant professor. So normally the norms followed by the department is assistant professor is promoted to the post of associate professor, but a fresh advertisement was issued. Therefore, Lordship.
Which college?
Ayurvedic College, Lordship.
When is the interview?
And interviews date is not fixed, but the last date for submission of the form was on 13th of April. So right after Eid vacation, maybe interview may be conducted, Lordship.
26th.
Can it be on 25th, Lordship?
You want the matter to be on 25th?
Yes, Lordship. If possible, it's tomorrow, Lordship.
25th. Okay. Let it be on 25th.
Lordship, I beg to mention for listing, Lordship, this petition is about the selection and appointment of assistant professor. It was last posted on 24th November of 2022. It may come up next week or as any date as fixed by the court.
This will come for admission order for what?
Admission order for selection and appointment of assistant professor.
When notice was issued, any idea?
Not aware.
Mr. Mariso.
Case number 535, 2021. 2021.
Okay, on 28th of May, 28th of April for admission. Or you can 26th April.
So, my lord, this petition was a headmaster of 1259 Lahamali LP School under category educational block in the district of Kasar. The BO by the interim order dated 10/3/2023, Annex 3, my lord, has allowed the respondent number 7 to hold the search of the member secretary of the school. And
yes,
my lord, that order has been cancelled, my lord. अपना फाइल है, मेरा फाइल नहीं। Was attached by the interim order at the office of the respondent number 6, my lord. The circle official, in the office of the circle official, my lord. Without approval from the DEO, Kasar, my lord.
Heard Mr. Director, Council appearing for the petition, and Mr. Assembly Assistant Standing Council, Department of School Education, for the respondent number
1 to 5.
1 to 5. Also heard Mr. Zipegu, Government Advocate Assam, for the respondent number 6. During pendency of this petition, the Circle Officer, Katigora Revenue Circle, respondent number 6, by an order under number KCEN.2/2021-2022/107 dated 01/04/2023, released the petitioner, head teacher of 1259 number Laham Mali Lower Primary School, Katigora Education Block, District Kachar. From the urgent election related work as well as land revenue work under the office of the Circle Officer, Katigora Revenue Circle. Pursuant to the proposal submitted by the Local Education Officer, Katigora. The impugn order. Nothing survives in this petition to execute the matter accordingly. Petition stands. Being in process stands closed. Copy of the order of the Circle Officer, Katigora Revenue Circle, dated 01/04/2023, placed before the court by Mr. Datta, counsel for the petitioner, and be kept as a part of the record.
That is Lordship. Petitioner before Lordship is a student of Gurujaran College, Silchar. He has challenged the election notification dated 10/4/2023 on the ground that it is issued in the violation of the Lindo Committee report. May I please take a look at the Lindo Committee report was the relevant provision which has been violated. It's annexed 3 at page 24. Relevant page is at page 28.
How your fundamental rights are violated? How your fundamental rights article under Article 14 violated? With regarding holding of election in a college, that also in the session, later part of the academic session.
Although fundamental rights is not violated, Lordship, but the implementation, I am here is for implementation of the Lindo Committee report.
You should have approached this court at a time when they have not complied with the order of the Lindo Committee.
Lordship, there was a
Now you are challenging the notification. And as you know, in a such matter, when the election sessions are there, a notification, is it required to be interfered?
Lordship, in the
You should have
notification,
approached the court when they have not complied with this particular
it was issued on
observation made by the Lindo Committee, not holding the election within the first 6 weeks of the academic session. Why you have approached now?
Lordship, it was issued on 10/4/2023 only. During this period, there was a vacation. Earlier, when
See, the election has been now announced by the college authority. According to you, it should have been announced within the first 6 weeks of the academic session. Why you have not approached at that point of time?
earlier,
You have approached now. Why?
Lordship, earlier there was
Now,
a system.
after announcing the election, how your fundamental rights has been violated? Your claim is that it should have been in the first 6 weeks of the academic session of 2022-2023.
Because it will not continue for 1 hour. Academic
Doesn't
session
matter.
and
How you are affected? Now, how you are affected? You are affected, you have waited for so long. Why?
earlier, Lordship, there is the
Election was not announced. Then you should have approached the appropriate forum,
No, no,
directing the college authority for holding the election. Now, why you have approached now?
Yes, Lordship, I am explaining this. When the
Where is
elections
that?
are not announced,
In which paragraph you have announced? Where you have stated so?
this is not pleaded, Lordship, because there is a system of Majlis, Chhatra Majlis, nomination process when the elections are not conducted. After a long period, the election has been conducted this time, and it was issued on 10/4/2023.
Yes, Mr. Das.
My
Don't
lord,
tell me you have to obtain instruction. Tell us.
My lord, I would like to rely on judgment, my lord, which says that student election is writ petition doesn't lie.
Exactly. Exactly.
If I
There is a
have
suit needs to be filed. Suit needs to be filed.
Yes, my lord. And moreover, Lindo Committee report also says that if there is any dispute, my lord, then petitioner has to approach before the dispute resolution committee
Exactly.
before approaching the court.
Yes, Lordship, there is a grievance redressal cell, but grievance redressal cell has been constituted under the impugn notification.
There are 26 onwards.
It is not competent to set aside and stop the election.
26 onwards, my lord. 26, 27, 28.
There is a given judicial cell, Lordship, but it has been constituted under the notification itself, impugn notification itself. Therefore, it is not competent to set aside the notification or stop the election.
Now, when the last election was held?
It was 5 years ago. Lordship.
Please take your seat. Heard. Mr. S. D. Purokastil and his counsel appearing for the petitioner. And Mr. S. Kidas, standing counsel, Department of Higher Education for the respondent number 1. Petitioner is a student of Guru Sir, TDC 3 years, but TDC semester 3 arts, having roll number 06290 in Guru Saran College, Silchar, for the academic session 2022-23 that commenced in July 2022 and shall end in June 2023. The authorities of said Guru Saran College Silchar, District Kachar, on 10/4/2023 notified election of its Students' Union 2022-23 2023 or consisting of the post of president that is reserved for the students of TDC 3rd year in bracket 6th semester bracket close classes only. Vice president reserved for student of TDC 2nd and 3rd year in bracket 4th semester and 6th semester classes only. General secretary 1 to 3 reserved for the students of TDC 2nd year within bracket 4th semester classes only. Assistant general secretary open for student of all classes. Assistant general secretary within bracket female reserved for girl students of all classes. Sports secretary open for students of all classes. Cultural secretary open for students of all classes. Magazine secretary open for students of all classes. Boys common room secretary reserved for boy students of all classes. Girls common room secretary reserved for girl students of all classes. Where date of time of notification is 10/4/2023. Issue of nomination paper is 11th of April 2023, 11/04/2023. Submission of duly filled in nomination paper is 12/04/2023 up to 3 p.m. from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Scrutiny of nomination paper is on 13/04/2023, 9 a.m. to 12 noon. Withdrawal of nomination paper, 13th of April 2023, 12:30 to 2:30 p.m. and announcement of list of contesting candidates is on 13/04/2023 itself at 3:30 p.m. Further, Platform lectures are fixed on 17, were fixed on 17/04/2023, 18/04/2023, 19/04/2023, from 9 a.m. to 17 or 18, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. and on 19/04/2023, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Demonstration of election process of voters was fixed on 19/04/2023, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Election campaign ends on 19/04/2023 at 5 p.m. Polling time 21/04/2023 from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Counting of votes 21/04/2023, 3 p.m. onwards, and declaration of results 21/04/2023. From the issuance of the said notification for election of the students' unions of the Gurusaran College issued on 10/04/2023, the model code of conduct of election in that college came into effect from 11 a.m. of 10/04/2023, which will be valid till the declaration of the results. Placing the provision of relating to frequency and duration of the election process provided under clause 6.4 of the Lingdo Commission, recommended and accepted by the Honorable Supreme Court. The petitioner submitted that the authorities of said Gurusaran College, Silchar, in the fake end of the academic session 2022-23 have scheduled the election, giving notification only on 10/04/2023, where election is fixed tomorrow, i.e. 21/04/2023. That too, not by a process of any ballot paper, but in electronic mode. Electronic, computerized process. With the help of ballot computer in each booth for casting votes. Petitioner submitted that the post of president of the Students' Union of Gurusaran College, Silchar, as notified on 10/04/2023, is reserved for the students of TDC third year, 6th semester classes only, where such president, elected president from the third year TDC student of Gurusaran schools have only a period of 2 months, just more than 2 months left, since the academic session 2022-23 will come to an end in June 2023. By placing all these, the petitioner submitted that the respondent Gurusaran College, Silchar, have not complied with the provisions of the recommendations made by the Lingdo Commission that was accepted by the Honorable Supreme Court. Lindo Commission at clause 6.4 provided for frequency and duration of the election process. At 6.4.1, the Lindo Commission recommended, provided, stipulated as follows. That's good. It is recommended that the entire process of elections, commencing from the date of filing of nomination papers to the date of declaration of results, including the campaign period, should not exceed 10 days. 6.42. It is further recommended that elections be held on a yearly basis and that the same should be held between 6 to 8 weeks from the date of commencement of the academic session. Please. On being inquired, how the fundamental rights of the petitioner is being violated by holding such elections, the students of Borosaran College Silchar, the later part of the academic session 2022-23. Petitioner submitted that do no such violation is there on his part, but since the college authority did not follow the recommendation of the Lindo Commission in holding the election, at the time prescribed at clause 6.4.2, but holding such election the later part of the academic session of 2022-23, the college authorities, Borosaran College, have violated the norms. It is seen that the petitioner has preferred this writ petition, filed this writ petition on 19/04/2023. And election of the college is settled on 21/04/2020. Election of the Saint Borosaran College Silchar is settled on 21/04/2020. Whereas notification for election of the Students' Union of Borosaran College was issued on 10/04/2023. Petitioner has approached the court praying for setting aside and cancelling the impugn election of Students' Union Borosaran College Silchar as notified on 10/04/2023, issued by the authorities of the said college. However, the petitioner did not approach the appropriate forum for holding the election in terms of the recommendation of the Lindo Commission. petition litigation on 1904 only after issuance of the notification dated 10/04/2023 by the authorities of Guru Saran College regarding election to the students union of the said college, fixing 21/04/2023 as the date of the election. But the petitioner did not approach the appropriate forum for holding election, students' election. So the Students' Union of Guru Saran College, immediately after the time, only after 6 to 8 weeks, or before it, for holding election to the Students' Union of said college as per the recommendation of the Lingo Commission at clause 6.4.4. The recommendation of the Lingo Commission, though accepted by the Honorable Supreme Court for implementation, is only a guideline and not a statutory document. Mr. Das, Planet Standing Council for the Higher Education, placed the judgment of the Honorable Calcutta High Court in the case of Aditya Ghosh and others versus University of Calcutta and others, as well as Sitam Singha and others versus State of West Bengal and others, decided on 07/03/2012. Wherein the Honorable Calcutta High Court hailed as follows. Approving the decision of the Honorable Calcutta High Court dated 11/01/2012 in the case of Mr. Dibyendu Modak and another versus State of Bengal and others in the petition number WP number 365 within bracket W of 2012, wherein the court have held that the claim of the petitioners flows from a non-statutory document being the Constitution of the Students' Federation. In the case of Himadri Sekhar Biswas and others versus Behela College and others, the Calcutta High Court have held that actions taken to fulfill an obligation cast on the basis of non-statutory document cannot be held to be an action which may be described as a public function or in the discharge of any public duty, and therefore a writ petition was not accepted to be maintainable. The said case of Aditya Ghosh and others, Supra, the Honorable Calcutta High Court went further, stated that there are maybe some colleges where elections are held on the basis of university regulations, and therefore these regulations can be said to be held under a statutory document. But even then, a writ petition emanating out of such students' election will not be maintainable under Article 226 of the Constitution of India, because whatever the results of the elections are or whatever procedure may be followed in these elections, whether they be statutory or non-statutory, the ultimate outcome of the same concerns only the students of that particular institution, public college, and such an outcome cannot be said to have any nexus or any connection in either the domain of public law or in the domain where the public at large can be said to be affected. These elections, at best, serve the own interest of the college and of the students and of the university, but they do not affect public life. Consequently, a writ petition in such educational institution, election matters would not be maintainable even if an election is held under any rule or regulation of a university. Submission of Mr. Das, Non-Standing Council Higher Education, as force. It is only the petitioner who has approached this court against the said notification of holding election in Purushottam College, Silsar, issued on 10/04/2023. Further, the court did not find any such violation of the provisions of Article 14 in holding such election and for the students' body of Purushottam College, Silsar, notified on 10/04/2023. The petitioner has also failed to establish any such violation of fundamental rights guaranteed to him under the Constitution by said notification dated 10/04/2023 issued by the authorities of Purushottam College, Silsar, in holding the election for the Students' Union of that college. Moreover, the Lyngdoh Commission, the report of the Lyngdoh Commission is only a recommendation and doesn't have any such statutory force. With regard to holding of elections to the Students' Union of educational institution. Considering all the above, the court is applicable to that. Challenging the notification dated 10/4/2023 issued by the authorities of Borosaran College, Silchar for holding of election to the students union of the same college, for which the election is scheduled tomorrow by 21/04/2023. Is not maintaining. And accordingly, stands this much.
That is a lordship. Hello, the petitioner before lordship, my lord, is agreed by the advertisement dated on 29/11/2022, my lord, wherein the Swaiga College, my lord, advertised for selection appointment of certain different posts. Here petitioners agreed for the advertisement of the post of library assistant. I like to draw your lordship kind attention at page 25 advertisement in Annex 5, my lord. Here lordship will find in the post detail B category, library assistant, grade 3, 011 post, my lord. The roster point number 10 and against the OBC and MOBC, my lord. And number C, my lord, petitioner belongs to C category, grade 4 category, my lord. She is a library bearer, my lord. Then this advertise thereafter, my lord, petitioners claiming, my lord, at page 26, Annex 6. My representation before the principal Swaiga College, my lord, wherein petitioners claim, my lord, that is the post advertised for the post of library assistant, the promotional post from grade 4 library bearer to the grade 3 library assistants, my lord. That my representation is still yet to be considered as pending, my lord. Thereafter, my lord, at page 30, Annexure 8, that is on 10/4/2023, my lord, one order issued by the Director of Higher Education, my lord. The subject is, my lord, the regarding appointment and promotion process of provincialization in the college. Here, my lord, in inviting a reference to the subject cited above, I would like to forward herewith Gov letter dated 10/4/23, which is self-explanatory, and to request you to follow the Gov instruction mentioned in the letter and request you to submit the proposal, sorry, my lord, on or before, my lord, that is on 24 April 2023 for approval of appointment for teaching and non-teaching staff of your college, for which advertisement has been already published. This is the guideline, last date given 24/4/23 has to complete the entire process, my lord. Next, your lordship will find, my lord, page 32, Annex 10, my lord. This is the seniority list of non-teaching staff of a college, my lord. The lordship will find my name is serial number 1, Mrs. Pinumoni Kolita, my lord. It's a library bearer. Here, my lord, the petitioner raising only two point, my lord. Here in this case, my lord, the college authority is to file a affidavit for this court, my lord, showing that the post advertised is not a promotional post. And second post, my lord, whereas in paragraph 4, I have stated that the post advertised against the reserved court at the OBC and COBC, whereas petitioners claiming it is not an OBC, above it is general category post. So without affidavit from the college or managing authority, my lord, this matter cannot be decided. Moreover, my lord, I like to show your lordship the kind attention, my lord, 2010 rule, my lord, at page 497 of the education manual, my lord. Certain guidelines given, the rule 5 method of recruitment and rule 7 and 9, my lord, general procedure promotion, whether they have followed all these things, it is to be reflected from the affidavit, my lord. So 24 is last date given to complete entire process. If the in the meantime, my lord, by 20 Monday, my lord, if it is filled up, my lord, which says grievance will be infractious, my lord. So my humble submission, let us file affidavit. My lord,
Selection was already held.
I have no idea, my lord.
Why?
My lord, already I made a representation, said they have not answered to me, my lord. Perhaps, my lord, they have all interview, all this proceeding perhaps done.
You have not applied for.
No, my lord, since I'm claiming on a promotional post, my lord.
Now, your entire claim is on the
Promotion,
basis
my
of
lord. Yes, absolutely.
Now just tell us if you're asking for your promotion,
Yes, my lord.
what is the total strength of
My lord.
grade 3 library bearer? That's the advertised
Yeah.
post, right? What is the total strength in the college?
My lord, in the advertisement, my lord,
You're
it is
not asking for the advertisement.
roster point number 10.
You are asking for the total number of posts because you are asking promotion from library bearer to the
Grade 4 to
library
grade 3.
library assistant
My lord.
at the ratio of 75:25.
My lord.
Now 75 is the direct recruitment and 25 is for the promotion.
My lord.
For that purpose, since you are asking for promotion, tell us how many posts are there of library assistant.
So, my lord, I'm not absolutely petitioner is not aware of this thing, my lord. So,
So
college
asking
of,
your right. Why should you?
So, my lord,
First of all, you must tell your right.
the college
These
of,
are the why college of
my lord, they are the only competent
Mr.
person to
Dekka.
answer this, my lord.
Mr. Dekka, it is your claim. Unless you could establish your claim, just by making a claim will not do. Unless you can show there are 100 posts.
Yes.
So out of these 25 posts are reserved for the promotion category from grade 4 and 75 for direct recruitment. And these have already crossed the over of 75 quotas, and now it is the remaining portion is only for promotional quota, under which you can
Then
take the
petitioner
claim.
has to file RTI then and they through
That's
this
true.
process, my lord.
That's up to you. Unless you fulfill your establish your
Otherwise-
claim, court will not interfere. You must establish your claim first.
For this purpose.
Just simply asking for your promotion.
I understand. Lordship,
Tell us how
lordship,
many posts are
absolutely,
there to claim.
lordship absolutely right, my lord. So, my lord, at this,
See, advertisement was issued on 22nd of November 2022.
thereafter very recently, I made a representation before, yes. But
Unless you can show that they are these numbers of grade 3 library bearer are there, and these are already filled up by direct recruitment, and then the remaining posts are to be filled up by promotion from grade 4. Show us that. See, this is not a particular place where you just claim.
Then my lord, my prayer, my lord. Then, my lord, the representation pending before the principal, let him answer on my representation, my lord. Whether I'm entitled or not. If I'm not entitled, let the pass a speaking order on my representation, my lord. At this stage, my lord. Annexure 6, page 26. That's absolutely correct. Also, my prayer number 4 is your consideration of a representation. Let me be considered this, please.
Yes, Mr. Tom.
Lordship, though there is provision for promotion, Lordship, but the promotion is not automatic, Lordship. The promotion is not automatic, Lordship. Because Lordship, 75 and 25 is there, ratio is there. Above that also, Lordship, there are certain guidelines because the rule, Lordship, it is silent, the procedure, the educational qualification, etc. So a guideline was, Lordship, published, Lordship, in 2017 for promotion, Lordship, wherein the qualification, etc. is also recorded, graduate should be there, that it is not automatic. So all that should be taken into consideration before the promotion, Lordship. So, Lordship, the representation may be disposed of, Lordship, at this stage.
Do you have that guideline?
Lordship, I may proceed at 2 o'clock, Lordship. Otherwise, Lordship, they have to know whether how many posts are there, Lordship, is put the question, Lordship. That is also required, Lordship.
Please take your seats.
Yes, my lord.
Mr. P.K. Dekar, counsel for the petition, and Mr. Tito Builder, standing counsel, Department of Higher Education, for the respondent numbers 1 and 2. Matter pertains to selection and appointment to the post of library bearer, library assistant in grade 3. At Soigaon College. Soigaon, Kamrup. As advertised on 29/11/2022. It is stated that pursuant to her selection by the authorities of Soigaon College, Soigaon, and on the recommendation of the governing body of the said college, the Director of Higher Education Assam, by an order dated 24/01/2003, approve the recommendation of the appointment of the petitioner as a library bearer accordingly. The principal cum secretary of Soigaon College, Soigaon, by an order dated 25/01/2003, appointed the petitioner as a library bearer of the said college. While the said college was under deficit grants and aid system, pursuant to her said appointment, the petitioner on 24/01/2023 joined her service as a library bearer at Soigaon College. Until then, serving in it. Soigaon College, Soigaon was brought under the provincialization under the Assam Police Provision by the way 2005 with effect from 01/12/2005. The provision Rule 5, Rule 7, then definition. Petitioner is a graduate in arts and considering her eligibility and length of service as a library bearer since 24/01/2003. She was expecting her promotion to the post of library assistant in the same college. That fell vacant in the later part of 2022. That fell vacant. However, the authorities of Soigaon College, i.e. the principal, i.e. its principal, on 29/11/2022, among service, issued an advertisement for filling out of a post of library assistant, grade 3, reserved for OBC/MOBC category at roster point number 10. The petitioner immediately on 12/12/2022 submitted a representation before the principal of the said college. Praying before the authorities concerned to promote her to the post of grade 3 library assistant, as she has served about 20 years as a library bearer. Father, being a graduate in arts, have the requisite qualification for her promotion to the post of library assistant. It is stated that said representation of the petitioner dated 12/12/2022 for her promotion to the post of library assistant grade 3 in Soigaon College, Soigaon is yet to be disposed of, as she has not been informed about the outcome of her said representation. Petitioner stated that earlier the Director of Higher Education Assam, pursuant to the direction of the state government in the Higher Education Department, freezed/stopped all advertisements of the post until further order. Very recently, the Director of Higher Education, by its communication, dated 10/04/2023, informed all the principals of provincialized colleges of the state. Requesting them to follow the government instruction mentioned in the letter number ECF number 287361 /2023 /1 dated 10/04/2023, requesting those principals of the provincialized colleges to submit the proposal on or before 24/04/2023 for approval of appointment of teaching and non-teaching staff of their respective colleges, for which advertisement had already been published. As such, the petitioner has filed this petition on 19/04/2023, praying amongst others to set aside the said advertisement dated 29/11/2022 issued by the principal of Soigaon College, Soigaon, with regard to the vacant post of library assistant grade 3 in Soigaon College, Soigaon, as well as to cause the letter dated 10/04/2023 issued by the Director of Higher Education, Assam, informing all the principals of the provincialized college to submit the proposal on or before 24/04/2023 pertaining to appointment of teaching and non-teaching staff of the colleges for which advertisement had already been issued, and to promote the petitioner to the post of library assistant. And further, to dispose of the representation of the petitioner submitted before the principal of Soigaon College, Soigaon, on 12/12/2022, praying for her promotion to the post of library assistant that is lying vacant. Soigaon College, Soigaon, for which advertisement was issued on 29/11. As it is already noted that Rule 5 within bracket 7 of say 2010 rules provides that the post of lower division assistant, laboratory assistant, library assistant requires to be filled up by direct recruitment and from laboratory bearers, library bearers, grade 4, having qualification as prescribed in the ratio of 75:25. Though the petitioner claimed for her promotion to the post of library assistant in Soigaon College, Soigaon, that fell vacant, as she has been serving as a library bearer at grade 4 in said college since January 2003, 24 January 2003. But on being inquired, the petitioner failed to establish her claim for promotion as she is not aware with regard to the number of posts of library assistant in that college for which the ratio of 75%, 75 is to 25 is to be followed for direct recruitment as well as for promotion from amongst writing. At this stage, Mr. Dekar learned counsel for the petitioner on instruction submitted that the petitioner is not pressing her prayers at mid number 123 and only prays for disposal of her representation dated 12/12/2022 submitted before the principal of Soregaon College, Soregaon. For her promotion to the post of library assistant, Soregaon College, for which advertisement was already after hearing that counsel for the particular considering and this petition is disposed of, directing the authorities of Soregaon College, Soregaon to do the needful with regard to the representation of the petitioner dated 12/12/2022 pertaining to her prayer for promotion to the post of library assistant. Soregaon College, Soregaon. The respondent authorities of Soregaon College, Soregaon shall dispose of the said representative petitioner at 12/12/2022 in accordance with law, intimating the outcome of the said to the petitioner on or before on or before 30 days from the date of submission of certified copy of this order by the petitioner before the principal of Soregaon College, Soregaon, along with a copy of this petition, including the annexes appended thereto, obtaining necessary acknowledgement from the principal of Soregaon College, Soregaon in that regard. The respondent authorities shall, along with her, detailed address, including phone number, mobile number, email address, etc. The respondent authority to the Soregaon College, Soregaon shall intimate the petitioner about the outcome of her said representation. Your observation stands disposed.
Lift your glass. Lift your glass. Online.
In this wait petition, the petitioner had challenged the selection to one of the 4 posts in grade 3 minors in the particular college. On the ground that the selection given to the private respondents have been done solely on the basis of personal relationship or bias.
The matter had come up yesterday, my lord. I'm sorry, my lord, I couldn't be present myself, my lord.
Doesn't matter.
And a stay vacating petition has been filed. There is an interim order passed earlier. Your lordship may like to go through it, my lord. What is that? Page of the stay vacating petition, my lord, page 20. The stage of the proposal is, my lord, that it is pending with the Directorate of Higher Education, my lord, Assam, for approval. And that is also finds mentioned in the interim order.
Just a minute. Please take your seat.
Right.
This meeting is being live stream. Live stream.
Being live streamed.
Live stream.
No, my lord.
Yes.
Initially, my lord, an interim order was directed in the writ petition. That is at page 20 of the stay
When
vacating
you
application.
approach this court, what is the stage of this selection and an appointment?
That is pending. That is what, my lord, I would like to show, my lord. It was already placed before the court that the matter is pending with the
Director of Verification or
the
the
director.
governing body has already recommended these candidates?
College had
The college
recommended
authority
and the proposal has gone to the director. It is pending there. And that is also mentioned in the court, in the order itself, page 22, my lord. From page 20 of my lord, he submits that the governing body of the college has sent the recommendation to the director of Higher Assam for approval and therefore pending disparate petition interim protection. Bill.
Yes, Mr. Pine, what is, you are appearing for those two private respondents?
No, not I am for the college.
That is an interesting part, my lord. Those affected persons have not come. The that who had created the mischief, my lord, the principal has come.
Principal has come.
But
Yes,
I'm-
Mr. Pine.
I am the college authority, but I have filed the vacation petition, my lord, because college is to function, my lord. The matter is pending before it, my lord, my lord, director. Lordship, my lord,
Now just tell us one thing. These are the posts for
my lord, junior assistant and library assistant. my lord.
junior assistant voter grade 3.
Yeah, both are great. My lord.
One is STP and one is unreserved.
Unreserved. My lord, your lordship.
Now, with regard to, because that particular advertisement
Yes, ma'am.
was for
Junior assistant and my lord, the
4
grade
persons.
4%.
Now, out of 4, only entire proceeding has been stayed or 2 has been stayed?
2 has been statement.
Now, the other 2 has been already approved.
My lord, that is in the directorate. It's not there.
So entire proceeding is in the director.
Yes.
Mr. Das, Mr. Tavildar, what is your instruction?
I think this lordship. Since the court has passed interim order, since there is interim order, so department has not acted now. Lordship, it's a initial case, lordship, because department has to pass, because of the lordship's order is there. Into the order, the lordship's order is there.
Mr. Bedri Goswami, learned counsel appearing for the petitioner. And Mr. Travildar, standing counsel, Department of Higher Education for the respondent numbers 1 and 2. Also heard Mr. J. Pine,
For the
learned
college of
counsel
Junior.
for the authorities of Badar College, Silaputhar
Silaputhar.
College, respondent numbers 3, 4, 5.
And 6 also.
My lord, is also on
Personal
capacity, my lord.
And also, as personally possessed principal, as for number 3 to 6.
7.
You are Mr. Rupam Sharma?
On behalf.
On behalf of Rupam Sharma. What's your good name? On behalf of Mr. Raj, corresponding number 7. The After obtaining the necessary approval from the Directorate of Higher Education, Assam, on 25/04/2022, the principal of Silapothar College, Silapothar, on 26/05/2022, amongst others, advertised for the post of grade 3, 4 posts of grade 3. In bracket junior assistant, oblique library assistant. Out of which 1 post was reserved for persons with disability under unreserved category at roster point number 1. 1 post for unreserved category at roster point number 4. 1 post for OBC oblique MOBC category at roster point number 6. And 1 post for scheduled tribe within bracket plains bracket close category at roster point number 5. Specifying the education qualification for the said post. Prescribing the age of the applications for the post, amongst others, 4 posts of junior assistant. The maximum age for unreserved category, reserved category, etc. Further observation that such application has to reach the office of the principal of Silapothar College Censor within 15 days from the date of the advertisement. The petitioner having the requisite eligibility belonging to
STP, my look at it.
scheduled tribe plain category applied for the post of grade 3 assistant, grade 3 bracket junior assistant with library assistant as advertised by the principal of Silapothar College, Silapothar on 26/05/2022, and finding his application in proper form. The authorities of said Silapothar College on 11/07/2022 issued him a call letter directing him to appear in the written test of 60 marks, duration of 1 hour 30 minutes at Silapothar College, Silapothar on 22/07/2022. Scheduled at 11:30 AM in the premises of the college for the post of junior assistant cum library assistant / library assistant within bracket ST or STP categories. Pursuant to the same, the petitioner appeared in the written test and fared well. However, in the result, After his written test. He was on being qualified in the written test. He was asked to appear in the computer typing test. Still on the 29/07/2022 at Silapotra College, Silapotra. The petitioner also stated that he fared well in the computer test. So the petitioner secured 12.6 marks. This is in typing case, I think so.
Yes, madam. 12.5 is typing and academic, my lord, there. Academic
My lord,
qualification.
the case, my lord, projected by the petitioner is this, my lord.
That some others have been selected, no?
No, no, that is one thing on bias, my lord. Why bias, my lord? All the candidates, as marks have been placed, my lord, by the applicant, my lord, in the state IA, my lord. That would show while all the candidates have been given marks from in 20s and 20 and between 20 and 30, they have these two candidates of choice, my lord. They have been given above 40. One has even been given 50 something, man. And as my lord, I have placed my marks in computer. That is higher, my lord. That is one thing. But so far as it is other
Written test, you're talking.
written test, my lord. Your lordship will see, my lord. That is in India. Because they are, my lord, enjoying some advantage because they have been serving there, my lord, and they have not denied, my lord. These two private respondents were working in the college since last several years.
Though he scored 12.6 in his typing test, but the authorities of Silapotra College selected the response number 6, 7 and 8.
7 and 8.
For the post of grade 3. Mr. Goswami, you have applied for STP.
I have from STP, man.
Now, who has been selected for STP?
My lord, a Concon Polo.
Respondent number 7.
Respondent number 7, man.
You cannot have claim over the post by respondent.
The other the Sediga. But
have only with the
the
respondent
wrong
number
done there, my lord, is that she is a tribal candidate. She has been given the unreserved post, man.
My lord, that cannot be accepted.
As you know,
Yes, madam.
marks are above
Yes.
the qualifying marks.
And there are at least 6 general candidates, my lord, as the list would show.
That's what the law
That is.
can't help it. If a candidate do by half keys.
My lord,
or
if we
marks,
compare the marks, my lord, my lord, then definitely general candidate would get it, my lord.
that the general candidates would have come.
If the general candidates are there, my lord.
See, they are not before the court.
My lord.
They are not before the court. Only
Maybe,
you are
but
before the
my
court.
lord, the law provides that, my lord, suppose there is not a fit candidate, my lord, that is accumulated, but that goes to the next, this thing, my lord.
We'll see to that.
Why, my lord, reserve category person would be put there, my lord?
Anyway,
My lord, that is the issue, my lord, because of the proximity of the principal, my relative, and my lord, working in proximity with the principal, my lord.
Contended
That is
by
a grievance,
petitioner
my lord.
that for the post of grade 3 reserved for STP as advertised on 26/05/2022 in said Selapotra College, Selapotra. The authorities of the said college, disregarding his better claim, selected and recommended the respondent number 7 and further recommended the respondent number 8 against the unreserved post of grade 3 advertised on 26/05/2022. Though she belongs to
STP.
scheduled tribe plain category. As the petitioner came to know that both the respondent number 7 and 8 were working in the same college for some time, and that the respondent number 7 is the grandson of the elder brother of the principal of the college, that is respondent number 6, and personally engaged where the respondent number 6 principal of the college personally engaged the respondent number 7 as the office help in the office of the principal of Selapotra College for the last 7 years. There is all possibility of bias regarding the selection of the respondent number 7. Have you said so wherever the respondent number 6 was also in the selection committee?
Yes. Yes, madam.
Where it is said?
No, that is the admitted case, madam. In their IA itself.
Where you have to say?
No, that is the guideline. He is there, madam. I have stated also. Member secretary is part of the selection listing committee.
It is also contended by the petitioner that respondent number 6, being the principal come member secretary of the governing body, principal of Selapotra College, as well as the member secretary of the governing body of the same college, was a member of the committee of the selection of the or selection of the post of grade 3.
One other thing, madam, if I may. Madam, the rule, my lord.
We'll come to rule later.
My lord, yes. There is
With regard to-
some serious discrepancy, madam.
With regard to the respondent number 8, the petitioner submitted that though she belongs to STP category, the college authority have selected her under general category, the class 3 post advertised on 26/05 and such. Though as she is a close associate of the principal of the college, respondent number 6, who is a house help and office help to him. Considering all these matters, submitted, filed this petition on 27/09/2022, praying on service for setting aside the selection process initiated by advertisement dated 26/05/2022 with regard to the post of grade 3 in Selapatra College, Selapatra. Alleging that the selection of the respondent number 7 and 8 to the post of grade 3 as advertised is being by us should be set aside and quashed. The petitioner also placed before the court that the authorities of Selapatra College, Selapatra has already approved the selection of the respondent number 7 and 8 for the post of grade 3, reserved for STP category and unreserved category respectively, and submitted the recommendation before the Director of Higher Education for its necessary approval. Order of appointment today. The petitioner, the court, after hearing the petitioner and the counsel for the Director of Higher Counsel in the State Government Higher Education Department, by order dated 30/09/2022, while issuing notice to the respondents therein, in the interim observed that the authorities concerned shall not finalize the appointment of 2 grade 3 post TWO2 mean for unreserved and STP category in Selapatra College, which is still in force. The principal of the college for submitting the details have filed an application for modification, alteration, vacation, beside order dated 30/09/2022, passed in the present proceeding. Stating that during the selection process, the respondent number 7 and 8 secured higher marks and as such selected for the respective posts. The principal of the college, respondent number 6, in his said I interlocutory application number such and such, categorically denied the relation between him and the respondent number 7, submitting that the respondent number 7 is no way related to him. It is also submitted by the respondent number 6 that The allegation of the petitioner that the respondent number 8 is a house help, come office help of the principal of the college is not at all correct. It's a false allegation. Where ended. The respondent number 8 was appointed as a contractual employee. Was an instructor on contractual basis in the Department of Computer Application of the said college during the tenure of the earlier principal of the college, namely Deviram Pegu. And as such, no way related to the petitioner as alleged, not related to him as alleged by the petitioner. Rule 5, 2010 rules. Lokiputra College is a provincialized college, provincialized under the substance. First of December 2005. The Assam College Employees Provincial and Rules 2010, framed under Section 12(1) of the C 2005 Act. Being framed under such and such has a statutory force. Rule 5 of say 2010 rules relates to method of recruitment, where at Rule 5(2) it is stipulated that in respect of grade 3 and grade 4 post, the list of candidates will be collected from the local employment exchange / advertisement in newspaper. Rule 5(5) that provides that the post of rule stipulates that the post of law division assistant, laboratory assistant, library assistant shall be filled up by the direct recruitment and from laboratory bearers, library bearers of the grade 4 having qualification as prescribed in the ratio 75:25. Rule 5(7) provides that in all these cases the governing body shall conduct the selection process and recommend to the director who shall issue the orders. Rule 7 of the say 2010 rules provides that for the director inquiry. The claim for appointment, any such claim for appointment, right to be posted, advertise such and such of the petition shall accrue when the Director of Higher Education Assam approves any appointment to the post advertised in which the petitioner, which proceeding petitioner participated. As for the same 2010 rules, selection and appointment as well as the selection and recommendation of the subordinate number 7 and 8, the post of grade 3, the STP and such. Will accrue when, only when the Director of Higher Education gives its approval and issues appointment orders in their favor. It is well settled. The issuance of appointment order by the Director of Higher Education, Assam, in a provincialized college in terms of the state 2010 rules is not an empty formality, as before passing any such order of approval and appointment, the Director of Higher Education Assam is required to scrutinize the selection of records, and only after being satisfied, the same authority is required to issue the consequent appointment order. Considering the provisions of Rule 5 and 7 of the Assam College Employees Union Provincialization Rules 2010, as discussed, the court is of the view that the claim of the petitioner against the respondent number 7 and 8 is a premature one. For the reasons of and considering the provisions of such. Since the Director of Higher Education, Assam, the respondent number is yet to give approval and issue appointment order in favor of the respondent numbers 7 and 8 with a post of grade 3. Library grader, 3 grader, as advertised in syllabus as advertised on such. According as this petition is a premature one, the court is not inclined to interfere with the selection process of the respondent number 7 and 8 as such and such in exercise of the Article 226 of the Constitution of India, as the matter is yet to reach the finality being pending before the Director of Higher Education. According to the claim of the petitioner stands rejected. However, the petitioner, if so advised, may submit a representation before the Director of Higher Education Assam with regard to his grievances regarding selection of respondent numbers 7 and 8 by the authorities of Silabatra Police Fort. In the event of filing any such representation by the petition, the honor before 15 days from today, the Director of Higher Education Assam shall consider this and dispose it in accordance with law, intimating the petitioner about the outcome of the said representation along with his detailed address, phone number, mobile number, email address.
Some time may kindly be specified.
15 days from today.
No, I'll file, that the director will also pass order in the favor. In one case, your lordship, in my case, you'll also pass order giving 1 month's time.
Before considering any such appointment of the approval of the recommendation of the appointment of the respondent number 7 and 8, the Director of Notice and dispose of the representation of the petition.
My lord, in the meantime, I was protected, so till that disposal, my lord.
Before consideration of the recommendation of the approval of the, or giving approval and appointment of the
My lord.
respondent number 7 and 8, your representation shall be disposed of.
My lord, no, my lord,
In view of the order passed to the connected.
My lord, I was, my lord, protected during the pendency. So till that, till the order is, final order is passed by, till that interim order will
Understood the
continue.
order. Without disposing of your representation.
Well, I am filing, my lord.
Without disposing of your representation, there will not be any such effort.
Well,
But you have to file it within 15 days.
My lord, yes, within 15 days. That's
Subject to filing.
Interim order, whatever is there, maybe.
The interim order passed earlier, accordingly.
What?
Appointment selection of the private respondent. Stay operating.
There's an IA for vacation of the stay order also, my lord. It has to come under the stay vacating column, my lord. And we have informed Mr. Mohanto also. He informed me that he shall be here. He has given us the consent.
You want to file, Mr. Sharma, you want to file your affidavit in the read petition?
Yes, in the petition.
Mr. Mahanta, is he here?
My lord, he said that he has given us the consent. He was
Stay
here.
operating in his favor, in his client's favor.
Yes. My lord, yes. For proper adjudication, my lord, the records of the governing body placed through the affidavit shall be required.
You are representing the ZB. It's a college selection matter.
Assistant Professor Assamese in Boroma College.
We'll have it on 20. How much time you need?
The Lordship will be grateful for Lordship providing 2 weeks time.
You file your affidavit on or before 4th. And we shall have it on 11th. If any reply to be filed by the petitioner or whatever, with the affidavit of the respondent number 5, it will be filed on or before 10th.
Yes.
Item number 12. D. Mohanto for the petitioner. Mr. Tovilda, Standing Council Higher Education. Mr. P. Brothers for Mr. M. Sharma for the respondent number 5. 4 and 5. Mr. P. Brothers for respondent number 6. Standing Council BTC is also there.
Yes, sir. B. Chaudhary is there.
Okay, B. Chaudhary. In this petition, the respondent number 6 has filed an IA for vacating the interim order passed earlier on. Registry shall accordingly list this matter under the column vacation of stay order curricula, order stay vacating on 11th of April, 11th of May. In the meanwhile, the respondent numbers 4 and 5 shall file their respective affidavits, if any, on or before 4th of May, serving a copy of the said counsel for the petition. In the event of filing such affidavits by the respondent numbers 4 and 5, those respondents applicable, the petitioner shall file its reply, if any, on or before 10th of May, list accordingly on 11th.
Question number 2, his affidavit is also necessary because in this case, BTA refused to appoint me. I am do merit on merit top because I am not belongs to BTA. The assistant professor, it is covered UGC and Director of Higher Education Policy. So it will be necessary that day, Lordship.
Mr. Topilder, in case of BTC, higher education is a transfer subject, or it is not. Higher education is not a transfer subject.
It's a BTC. No, Lordship. BTC regulation as per same selection, same guidelines.
Director of Education.
Lordship.
The question number 4 and 5, as well as the authorities in the BTC in its higher education / Director of Education shall also file their applications. All right. Okay. Mr. Mahanta, Mr. Sharma, and Mr. Bharadwaj, inform Mr. B. Chaudhary in this regard.
May I please, Your Lordship? Your Lordship, on the last occasion, Your Lordship had
Want to say something?
Yes, Lordship. Lordship, I am appearing for the respondent number 7. Mr. N. Sharma is appearing for the respondent number 5. Lordship. Today he is some difficulty. Today he is filed a Karatama. So Lordship, he asked me to apply this for take up this matter next week, Lordship. And he will file an affidavit in the meantime. I am for the respondent number 7. Respondent number 5 is the most affected party, Lordship.
He is represented by Mr. N.
N.
Sharma.
Sharma, Lordship.
Yes, Your Lordship. Today he has filed a Wokalatama as he has stated to me, Your Lordship.
Okay.
Your Lordship, on the last occasion, Your Lordship has queried about one aspect, Your Lordship. In the DIAS data, Your Lordship had inquired whether the education institution did have a toilet or not. Your Lordship, I had asked the petitioner, Your Lordship. He said that the LP school and ME school, both of the schools are located in the same campus, Your Lordship. The LP school toilet has been used by the ME school, Your Lordship. But the ME school toilet has been constructed in the year 2021, Your Lordship. 22, Your Lordship.
Okay. Heard. Technically, on the priority council for the parties, list after 2 weeks on a date to be fixed by the registry. Will not make any further.
Much obliged, Your Lordship.
No representation.
My lord,
Very clear.
I am appearing on behalf of Mrs. K. Devi, my lord.
Okay.
My lord, as per my instruction,
Respondent in the BTC have yet to file their affidavits in the matter. List after 2 weeks on a date to be fixed by the registry. Failure on the part of the respondent BTC authorities to file their affidavits. The court shall no representation is on behalf of the respondents in the BTC. Court shall consider to pass consequential order against the hearing respondents. Further, so proceed with the matter without the affidavit. No representation on behalf of the petitioner on call. Included on that. List of fluctuation and activities in the district. Stay high.
Here petitioner had passed higher secondary PU major. That he is qualified, your lordship's order is there, yet till date she has been rejected again and again. Your lordship's, my lord, he was at the time of his appointment, he was PU passed. So your lordship's order, page 48. This is the fifth round litigation, my lord. Earlier, your lordship's order, school was provincialized in 2013. The petitioner has been left out because he has passed the pre-university examination at the time of his appointment. Page 48 is your lordship's order. That this is the first petition. Page 51, paragraph 9. By this order, your lordship is directed to dispose of the B form application. But his case was rejected on the ground that he was he passed and obtained BA from CMS, so could not be considered. Then page 52 is the writ petition, where your lordship, page 55, there is that he is eligible as per Assam Secondary Education Provincialization Rule 18, 1982. By this order, the impugned order of director was set aside, page 58, and the petitioner was asked respondent authorities are directed to consider as per new act, since 11 act is no longer. Then lordship, page 60, 62 is the speaking order. It issued by the director, directed the petitioner to apply a test through district scrutiny committee as per 17 act. So accordingly, he has applied. In the meantime, 2016, he has also obtained graduation in arts. So page 68 is the district scrutiny committee recommended his name, considered his name for provincialization as tutor major of high school. Nothing was done. Then page 72, writ petition was filed. This order, this was from 7/1/22, directing the director to pass a consequence reason order on the recommendation made in favor of the petitioner. Then, my lord, by the speaking order page 76 said that as per section 423, he is not eligible because the section says at least 6 years continuous service is required. No, my lord, petitioner joined in 1991. So this is not tenable, my lord.
Yes, Mr. Sisti, if you read the page 76, just read it.
The speaking order, the seal and payment order by this office by number 6/2/2018, and seal and payment the order of the Honorable Guwahati High Court dated 5/05/2017, filed in WHS 1 by Abdul Awal, AC teacher of Namargaon High School, Dhubri. The Honorable Court has directed that DAC Assam to reconsider the case of the petitioner example the naming Act, namely the Assam Education Computational Services Research and International Educational Institutions Act 17. 4(2) Section 3 of Assam Education and Computational Services Research and International Institutions Act 2017 as amended 2018 states that the teacher of the future must have rendered at least 6 years of continuous service as on 01/01/2017 from the date of joining in a concerned cancer education institution, which must be on 31/12/2010 or prior to that. The petitioner Abdul Awal has called BA in the year 2016 from Kisagalan Hanji State Open University. Although the petitioner joined the school prior to 31/12/2010, he acquired the required eligibility criteria in the year 2016. These eligibility criteria can be counted from the date of passing BA examination in 2016, and the service cannot be considered for consideration as per the Constitution Act 2017. Also seen as through the Honorable High Court Order 07/01/2022, passed in WPT number 88/2022, filed by Abdul Awal versus State of Assam and others. At para 7 of the same order, the Honorable High Court issued a direction to the DAC Assam to pass consequential reason order on a recommendation made in favor of the petitioner for consideration by the District Scrutiny Committee of Dhubri in its order dated 28/2019. Seen and verified the recommendation of the District Scrutiny Committee Dhubri dated 28/8/2019, recommending the name of the petitioner for consideration. On the above facts and circumstances stated above, the matter of consideration of services in respect of the petitioner cannot be considered as per section 4, subsection 2(3) of the Assam Educational Act 2017. With this order, with this the order is 07/01/2022, incidentally 22, passed by the Honorable High Court in WPT number 88/22 is complied with. So, basic reason is that what is passed is BA examination in the year 2016 only, and it's acquired the education participation for the 18 in the year 2016 only, and therefore the it fulfill that criteria of continuous 6 years.
My lord, if for 16, but yet he is qualified as per rule in 1982, my lord. Your lordship's order will find earlier that ground on that ground was set aside, my lord. Your lordship, now I am kindly peruse your lordship rule 82. There is a junior high school teacher, cadre 6, my lord, which requires qualification PU passed, my lord.
Where is your appointment order?
Appointment, my lord, page 40. Joining, my lord. 42 is the approval by IS, my lord. 40 is the
Approval is not required. Where is the, which rule says approval is required?
My lord.
That's a different technique.
Sorry. Page 40 is my approval.
My humble to the actress Lordship, my petitioner can be accommodated as a tutor of it. Subject to
Yes. Yes, my lord, my claim is for tutor.
Section 7 of it.
Section 6 also says that, my lord, 6(2) of 17 Act.
When did you join the service?
My lord, I have joined on on 2/5/1993. I have joined 2/5/1993.
Second of May 1993 was a Sunday. What do you have to see?
Page 41, my lord.
That's right. Page 41, we have seen. That's why we have checked. So apparently it's a manufactured document. 2nd of May 1993 was a Sunday. So the inspector of schools, Dhubri, all managed. You have joined in a Sunday. Verify. Verify whether it was 2nd of May 1993 was a Sunday. It was a Sunday or not, Mr. Sisti? See, the inspector of schools also have given that the petitioner have joined on 2nd of May 1993. So tell us what to do.
But it was, although the answer is
On the prayer of the council for the petitioner. List after 3 weeks on a date to be fixed by the registrar. Mr. Sisti, keep the record.
Can it be 1 week after this?
Find out. When the petitioner comes to the court, not with clean hands, you know the consequences.
Definitely.
You know the consequences and apprise him about this. That is why we have said 3 weeks.
I am of this.
Item number 11, I need some time to
Or Mr. Director for the petition, counsel for the petitioner, and Mr. SMT System, standing counsel, Department of School Education. On the prayer of Mr. System, matter is adjourned for 4 weeks, enabling him to place the relevant instructions in the matter. The registry shall list this matter accordingly, and it will be fixed by the court.
Left is a lordship. Lordship, here matter relates to withdrawal of provincialization of petitioner's service. That's it. WBC number 1483 of 2020 was directed to the lordship.
Doesn't come.
Yes, it has wrongly lordship reflected as 2022. Therefore, note has been.
It should be 23.
20. It should be 2020.
One four eight three.
1483, 2020. Umeshwari Dole.
Who is respondent number 9 in that petition?
Lordship, in serial number, there is no 9 lordship in the petition, but in the order it was reflected as 8 and 9. And therefore 8, the petitioner is the 8, therefore his provincialization has been withdrawn. And Ronokanta post lordship, he was actually the 8 in the repetition.
7.
And also the petitioner was the assistant teacher arts lordship, and this petitioner is science teacher lordship. So otherwise also she cannot claim this post, science teacher post. And she claim on the basis of seniority. Seniority is not a criteria under 2017 Act. In the repetition, it is serial number 8 Ronokanta Kos and 9 Bhupen Dihingia. And accordingly, the order has been passed. But in the order copy, it is reflected as 7 and 8. So Ronokanta Kos has been allowed to continue, and this petitioner service has been, provincialization has been withdrawn. And also, we have not received any copy of this order or anything like that. And even in the impugned order, the department has, the director has stated that they have also not received any notice or anything like that, or notice of the contempt petition. And from the website of the High Court, they have downloaded it and issued this impugned order.
RMSRDB counsel for the petitioner. Mr. B. Kosik, standing counsel, Department of School Education, for the restaurant number 123. 123. Ma'am, you have not taken steps.
Not sure. step was taken, Lordship.
You have not taken steps. Petitioner is allowed to take steps.
Or Lordship, I may
On
be
the
allowed
response
to
number 4 and 5 by register post AD
take some dirty service.
as directed earlier by the court on 24/02/2023 on or before 28/04/2023 without fail. Further, the petitioner is also allowed to take, in addition to the above, further, petitioner is also allowed to take steps on the response numbers 4 and 5 by Justice Atadar, Bakitini Parade. List on 15th of May, along with the records of WPC number 1483/2020. That was filed by the, that was preferred by the response number 5, which is still pending for consideration. 1483 তার ভিতর লেখা উমেশ্বরী দলে UMESWARI দলে DOLEY versus State of Assam and 7 others. It was preferred with the response number 5, wherein the present petitioner is the response number 8.
Obliged.
May I please the court? Well, you preferred an IA. There inadvertently there are two small errors, my lord, in your lordship's order. It is 17/23. The order starts at, my lord, page 28, my lord, in the IA.
Just a moment.
My lord.
Yes, what correction you need?
My lord, lordship, your lordship's order starts at page 28. In the IA, lordship will kindly come to page 32. Lordship, the paragraph third from the top, my lord. Since December 2017 to September 2021, the petitioners were engaged under the said TAKIP 3 project, appointing them as assistant professors in different state engineering colleges on contextual basis. Whereas on completion of the said project, comma, my lord, after the comma, they were discharged from the said engagement. My lord, this is incorrectly recorded because we have been retained, my lord, and I have annexed the retention order, my lord. An extra A only 13 to page 27 to that IA under retention orders, my lord. In the petition also, we have made that statement, my lord. And page 13, para 8 of the writ petition, my lord. Paragraph
Do
8
you
of,
have a copy of that order?
my lord.
Do you have a copy of that order, extension order?
Yes, my lord. In the writ petition also it was annexed, my lord. At page 13, paragraph 8 of the writ petition. We have annexed that order, my lord. Paragraph 8. Annex of 5 colleague to the writ petition.
Your engagement starts at page 77.
Yes, my lord. In the writ petition, my lord. 1 minute. Next of 5 colleague starts page 77, my lord. The retention orders. 77 to 91. So there is another small correction, madam. You will kindly come to page 33 of the IA, my lord. The lordship's order, page 33, the last para. Page 33, my lord, last para. After hearing the learned counsel for the parties and considering entire aspect of the matter, this petition is disposed of at the motion stage itself, directing the petitioners to submit a fresh representation stating their grievances and the prayer made before the Secretary to the Government of Assam in the Department of Higher Education Technical on or before 30/4/2023, along with a certified copy of this order and a copy of this petition, including the annexures appended thereto, obtaining necessary acknowledgement from him in that regard, so as to consider such prayer of the petitioners regarding allotment of 5 marks towards per year of teaching to the maximum of 25 marks. Lordship ought to have stopped here. In the proficiency test is not required because we have already submitted our representation claiming this, my lord, preferential treatment. And in the proficiency test, it's already there in the advertisement. We are not required to pay for that money. In proficiency test is, my lord, inadvertently typed up, my lord. In proficiency test, 25 marks is already allotted in the advertisement. We are not required to pay for that. We are only paying for preferential treatment. So, my lord, those two corrections, my lordship may kindly be pleased to.
Understood.
My lord. Advertisement starts at page 92. The writ petition. Proficiency test or any problem. At page 94, lordship will find process for recruitment. 94, process of recruitment. As the lordship got it. Page 94, process of recruitment heading. The recruitment process will comprise of OMR, MCQ based written examination 75 marks, to teaching proficiency test 25 marks. So it's already there. So that is the one. We are only praying for, my lord, preferential treatment in view of our teaching experience. So, my lord, these 3 words are not required in that parameter. That will inadvertently typed up.
Heard Mr. Zepatri, learned counsel for the applicant. And Mr. S. Thus, understanding counsel higher education. For the opposite party numbers 1 to 5. Petitioners earlier preferred a writ petition, WPC number 1493 of 2023. earlier petitioners earlier petitioners who served as assistant professors, which is bracket contractual, in various government engineering colleges under the project called Technical Education Quality Improvement Project -3, capital Mantri, within bracket PEQIP. Prefer the connected rate petition WPC number 1493 of 2023, seeking preferential treatment, preferential marks towards their teaching experiences pertaining to the advertised when issued by the issued for the post of assistant professors in government engineering colleges of Assam. Issued by the Chairman, Assam Engineering Service Recruitment Board. White notice under number AESRB/022/2022/248 dated 21/02/2023. By order dated 17/03/2023, say WPC number 1493/2023 preferred by the applicants as the petitioners was disposed of in motion stage result at motion stage itself. The applicant submitted that in the said order, there is 17/03/2023. At its page 5, para 3, last part of third line. It was typed as within column D. They were discharged from the said engagements. The applicant submitted that the said, please take a seat, Mr. Observation of the court in the order dated 17/03/2023 is wrongly inadvertently typed as because they connected the petition by the annex of 5 series. It was already placed in that.
Can I take a leave? I've been summoned.
The respondent authority, i.e. the Directorate of Technical Education Assam, the approval of the government, paying the applicants as assistant professors. For quite order. extend their service against sanctioned vacant post in the government engineering colleges of the state. As such, Mr. Paturi, Learned Council submitted that the same needs to be modified or corrected. With regard to the first paragraph, the last two lines of paragraph 7 of page 7 of the said order. Mr. Paturi got it notice of the court that marks towards per year teaching to the maximum of 25 marks in proficiency test was not the submission of the petitioners, but it was for their teaching experience. So in place of say proficiency test, it needs to be corrected as teaching experience. There was the records of the application number 1493/2023 disposed of on 17/03/2023. It is seen from the annex of 5 series of said WPC number such and such. The petitioners have been, the service of the petitioners have been extended by the directorate. The service of the petitioners been extended as assistant professors on contractual basis as per the approval of the government. By the Director of Technical Education, Assam. Accordingly, the order dated 17/03/2023. At para 5. Third line. Instead of David discharged from said engagements, it shall be read as their services have been extended by the Director of Technical Education, Assam, as assistant professor on contractual basis on approval of the government. the paragraph 5 question. Internal page 5. Paragraph 5 will. It is also perused from the records of say WPC number such and such. From the advertisement issued by notice that 21/02/2023 for the post of assistant professors in government engineering colleges of Assam. It is seen that 25 marks have been allotted towards teaching proficiency test. As such, in the order it is as in such, there are 13, the last portion. In place of proficiency test, it shall be read as towards their teaching experience. Day of observation, day of correction, this inter-instance disposal. This order shall be read together with the order dated 17/3/2023, passed in WPC number such and such.
Deeply obliged, Lord.
We'll take it in the camera.
And this of the hearing code number 2. So should we take up now or after some time?
We have a meeting immediately after, that's why. If you are having any difficulties, you have prepared the report.
Yes.
That can be submitted.
Yes.
And we'll have it inside the camera. We'll have it in camera. Now it's done. We'll note it down, your presence. Let the court go the report first. And you have the records with you.
Yes, we have.
Okay, we'll take it.